Hello, hello, good morning, and half a day. Hecky, and I apologize if I'm too loud. I'm actually trying to be away from my mic because I messed with my settings a lot. I'm worried I'm just very loud. But I tried to listen to it to myself and it's like, oh, you sound fine. It's like, okay. But just because I sound fine on my end doesn't mean, it doesn't sound good on someone else's end. So I apologize if this is very loud. I have it very low, but it says I'm peaking. So I'm trying to walk away from the mic. But hello, I feel better. I'm back. Time for more Spooky Spook Unheard. 10 minutes of listening. Who are the real mental patients? Who is Ghost? We got this. We'll be fine. Guess we'll just start the first one.
Hello! Welcome in, officers. How can I help you? I heard your siren.
I'm Elvira. This is my partner.
Thank you.
Are you in charge here?
Yeah. I am the administrator of this facility. To what do we owe this visit?
You look a little young to be running this place. Anyway, we're here to investigate reports of an escape.
Aha! Yeah. About that. We're dealing with it internally.
Did their voice change? They're a mental patient.
It's a minor incident. Not that big of a deal, really.
Not that big of a deal.
This is a mental institution. Some of our patients are highly agitated, and a few, from time to time, attempt to escape. This one happened to be successful. We have people out searching, but often the patients return on their own volition after a day or two.
How did it happen? This time, I mean.
Let me recall. Right. We were having a therapy session when the patient suddenly picked up an ashtray and hit me on the head, then jumped out the window.
Your head seems fine to me.
Oh, it wasn't a heavy blow, and in this profession, you must be prepared for these sort of outbursts.
Hi, Daddy. Hecky, how's it going? I'm not too loud, am I? I'm worried I'm very loud. But how are you? Or I'm so far away from I'm worried loud, talking normal, low. No, it sounds fine to me. Okay, so if I'm right here, it's not like, oh my god, you're crazy loud, Nina. Hi, crowd daddy. I just want to make sure I'm not blowing out people's eardrums because my Streamlabs is you're peaking. You're very loud. And it's I'm trying not to be loud. I have it low and quiet. But not crazy loud. I don't think, oh, well then I'm gonna turn it down some more. Because I think I got the voice mod thing to work. So if you want, is free section. There's, I think, I did think I did Radio Demon, and I think I did the baby voice. So that way we can test it out, see if it works. Because Champ absolutely hates the baby voice mod. But I messed around with it some more, and I think I got it to work. Something to think about. How are you, Kra? How's your Tuesday?
Roar with the punches, as they say. Truth be told, this situation is very embarrassing, which is why I didn't want to call the police.
You might not have called us, but someone did. You also confirmed that one of your patients escaped, which means we're now legally obligated to investigate. A psych case on the loose poses a threat not only to themselves, but to the public. Take us inside.
Going alright, just working. After work, we're getting the house clean. Ooh. Very exciting, Kra Daddy. Very exciting. Actually, since you're here, I wonder if I could just mess with it while I'm streaming. If I were to just click this, can you hear a difference? And then I'm gonna quickly go back to normal voice. Yes, I can. Hey, okay. Cord! Again, friend. Sorry if I'm a little loud. I messed with the voice mod thing. I I was able to find a balance between actually having it work and hopefully not having it too loud. But there's a bunch of voices. 2 of them are free. The other ones I just put so that way you don't have to listen to it consistently. Like 45 seconds? I was like, I might bring the price down. If not, I might just. Or as the wonderful Vince says, get a stream deck, because then I can just be all like,
Just be all silly with it.
like, I'm a creepy clown. Alright, I'm gonna stop messing around. Sorry. Too much fun. How are you doing, Claude? How's your day?
We'll need to interview the other inmates and get us their files.
Interview? You want to talk to them?
Where are the patients? Just show us the way and we can conduct the investigation ourselves.
Well, if you insist. This way, please.
Good, tired, but what's new? Hopefully sleep in your future?
How did this window...
This is where the patient escaped. Be careful of the glass on the floor.
I need to see this patient's file.
Ah, you mean patient number 68? What do you want to know, officer?
Sleep.
I've spent so much time with everyone here that I can practically
Patient 68 escaped.
recite their files from memory.
Hold up. Why is this gate open? No wonder you're trying to cover up how easy it is to slip out of here. All the doors are unlocked.
Unlocked? Ah, yeah, that was me. I apologize. I was in such a hurry to greet you earlier, I forgot to lock it behind me. Oh, don't worry, though. I've been here the whole time. I can assure you that no one else escaped.
Let's check inside.
Probably
This
not.
is our
Fire.
day room. As you can see, all our patients are quite well cared for, wouldn't you say?
Nice decor in board games doesn't change the fact that they're still stuck in a mental facility.
Hey, new arrivals! Grab your clothes and toiletries.
Huh? Who are you?
None of your concern. Pick your seat and sit down. I don't want any trouble.
Who's this guy?
Patient number 27 has a non-bizarre grandiose delusional disorder. He thinks he's a caregiver.
Patient 27. Patient 27 is caregiver.
Here, the hospital is short-handed, so we usually leave him be. Saves us from having to hire more help.
People here are more nutso than I thought.
What's she doing?
Watching TV.
But the TV isn't even on. What's your name?
Patient 42 suffers from severe social anxiety.
42. Social anxiety. Lady.
That manifests as selective mutism. She talks to no one.
Higgins! I can. Sorry if I'm too loud, but blame the audio.
Neither of these two are going to be any help. Let's split up and canvass the rest of the place. Check the room over there, would you?
On it.
Probably no Clara.
Are both of you patients here?
Yes.
Speak for yourself. I ain't no lunatic. But you are. I told you I ain't.
What's going on here? Are you okay?
It was my older brother. He has mental problems. Shut up! I'm as sane as ever. You're the crazy one.
I'm crazy?
Sorry, officer. I was talking to my brother.
All right then. Ma'am, mind if I ask what you're in here for?
I'm a reporter.
Before you got sick, you mean. I actually did want to know what it was that got you committed.
Are you a police officer?
Yeah.
Then will you believe the things I'm about to tell you?
Depends. Let me hear 'em first.
I'm a reporter. A few months ago, I received a tip saying this hospital was conducting some kind of clandestine experiments on its patients. I disguised myself and checked in to investigate. I've collected all the information I need, but now I can't prove I wasn't sick in the first place, or that I've recovered. So I'm stuck here with no way to publish my findings.
What exactly have you found?
Here, they use a treatment method on their patients called TAT, thematic apperception test. But it's not the TAT most people know today. Rather, they use the prototype used back during World War II. Basically, it brainwashes people. After the test, patients' memories will be completely erased, and they're conditioned as well. They're programmed to respond to certain sounds, after which they'll follow any command. The hospital then goes on to claim they've been cured, but the truth is, they're nothing more than soulless robots. Tell me, officer, if you were a patient, would you want to be cured that way? You've absolutely got to get me out of here. I have to expose them. Check my notes. I've got all the evidence right here.
I gotta say, that sounds more like a sci-fi flick than reality. All right, let me see your notes. Wow, don't skimp on details, do ya? Let me ask you something else. You ever notice any patients in here who seem like they don't belong? Like they're faking their illness?
Yeah, me.
And besides you?
Honestly, from what I've seen, at least 44% of the patients here are actually sane, but they've been committed regardless. Makes me think this hospital's next step is to experiment on normal people.
That's quite the theory.
This is just gonna chat forever. But how you doing, Diggins? I know I said it earlier, but just in case you didn't hear me, wanted to make sure. Hope your day is going well. And I should find out later today PO box thing is good and valid. I ordered a toy ass back there that's supposed to be delivered today. So cross.
What about him, huh? Seems pretty legit. Schizophrenia, maybe.
He's sick, but it's not schizophrenia. You made a mistake any layman would make. What he has is called dissociative identity disorder. That's where you have multiple personalities. In his case, too. Huge difference between that and schizophrenia.
Good morning, Diggins.
That I'll have to remember.
Wait just a second. Aren't you getting me out of here?
Afraid I can't. At least, not yet. I'll come back once our investigation wraps up.
You don't believe me either, do you?
This wasn't that big of an issue to
Are
begin
you
with.
done, Tony?
No. Why is this room locked?
That is the seclusion room.
Open it.
I would strongly advise against that.
Anybody in there?
Who the fuck's out there? You get in here, you cocksucker! I'm gonna kill ya! I'm gonna kill all of ya!
I must warn you, this patient might be dangerous. He suffers from episodes of acute mania and violent psychosis.
I told you to open this door. Just do it.
All right, just give me a second. I need to find the key. Which one was it again? This one? No, not this one. This will only take a second, I assure you. Ah, here it is.
Great. Open it up.
I'll just wait. Out.
Who the flying fuck are you? I'm gonna straight up bash your fucking brains in!
All right. I'm gonna need you to calm down, sir.
You get that fucking doc away from me, you hear? He fucked me up! I can't think straight. I'm gonna slit his fucking throat, you hear that, huh, Doc? Huh? I'm gonna fucking murder you!
Tell the doctor he can leave, Elvira.
We'll take it from here. You can leave now.
I'm not sure how interviewing someone like him will help, but you're the police, not me. Just be careful.
He's gone. It's safe to talk now.
Damn, Tony, my man! Look at you in uniform. Could have fooled even me.
Keep your voice down. Though, I could say the same about you. You almost gave me a scare with all that crazy talk. What's it called again?
Rabies, idiot.
Elvira. Charming as always, I see.
Jokes aside, what have you found? There's a whole lot of people out there that have got their eyes on Ghost's secret stash.
You look around at all?
Not much. Already talked to 2 patients. Crazy guy called Mr. Director and some thief. Gotta say, they both seem totally fucked up, to put it mildly. What about you? Who did you talk to?
Just some delusional reporter. Oh, and a schizophrenic called Silver Spoon. Just like you said, though, both 100% loony.
Guess we're on the same page then.
Wait, so you haven't found anything yet? So why'd you call us up here?
I didn't see him, but I know where to find him.
How so?
Process of elimination. At first, I didn't know what to do. No one seemed to be faking it. But then I discovered seclusion room number 4 at the end of this very hallway. Never seen it unlocked, but I know someone's inside, because the caregiver brings food there twice a day. So I played the manic card and I beat up a doctor named George, which got me thrown in here. Now I can keep an eye on things from the
Doctor.
privacy of right next door. And if all the other patients are legit crazy, whoever's in that room is Ghost. I mean, the logic fits, right?
Well, look at you, Sherlock McMurphy. All right, then. Time to see who's behind door number 4. Get the key from the doctor, Elvira.
Wait. Something doesn't add up. What about the escaped patient? Patient number 68. Could he be Ghost?
Nah. Think about it. Why would Ghost want to get out? He got himself committed on purpose, remember? To hide from people who want his money and his life. He knows he's a dead man if he gets out.
You have a point. Okay, I'll get the key. Where'd that guy go? Excuse me, Doc. I need you to turn over the key to room 4.
Huh? Who are you? How did you get in?
I'm a police officer. We're here to investigate a case.
Police? Who let you in? Do you have a search warrant?
Of course I do. It's right in here. Yeah, right there. Just on that table over there.
Ah!
Hey, why'd you knock out George? What did he do?
Was in the way. Wanted to see our search warrant.
See if he's got the key on him.
Here. Found them.
Tony and I'll check out room 4. You clean this up.
On it.
What was that voice acting? What did she do? Wait, you just standing here silently with the body? Okay. Oh, she's moving.
He escaped
Hold
then?
on back there.
What's going on here? Don't tell me our ghost made like a ghost.
This doesn't make any sense. This room's at the very end of the hall. He'd have to go by my room to get out. And I've had eyes like a hawk on that door this whole damn time. Hell, I was still paying attention during that whole crazy act earlier.
No, man. Something's not right. Look at the dust on the floor. Gotta be at least an inch thick. But the only sets of footprints in here are yours and mine. No one's been in here for a long time.
Well, I'll be damned. But there's no way in hell I was wrong. Let me check again. No one under the bed. Huh. What about this big chest here? You don't think he hid the money in it, do you?
A chest? Wait, don't touch it!
What the? A trap!
That fucker played us like a fiddle. Now he knows we're here. We need to pull out.
And here I thought fiddlers stuck to roofs nowadays.
You know, I'd much prefer you use that mental energy to get us the hell out of here.
Oh, yeah, because I can just waltz out of here looking like this.
All we need is a little improv. Tony, arrest him. We'll escort him right out of the building.
Huh, good idea.
Arrest? That's much.
We've got our man. Let's get back to the precinct.
You got the wrong guy!
Move it!
I'm sick,
Now
I
I can
tell
move.
you!
Bolton, Emily.
Can't do this to me!
I'm sorry, what? Emily has a bomb? Okay. Okay, there's a lot of information to digest there. So there's a chance that George, the doctor... Jesus! Lurk away, Diggins, and hello, champ. I just love it so much. Emily isn't away anymore. She has a bomb! That's right. Oh my god, is this what happened to Emily after we played with her heart 3 times? Did she was like, you know what? Nina's a piece of shit. I'm gonna go get myself committed. Good song. Okay. A lot to digest. But Champ, I think I fixed the voice mod thing. So if you wanna try the baby thing. Wanna try it out? Wanna try it out? For a second. Just for a second. Because if not, I'll do it. I'll click the button. Ooh, don't mind if Indu. I know you meant I do, but I said Indu. Becky, Fire. How are you? Hopefully feeling better. I know I was like feeling like poop yesterday. It was interesting. A lot of people were feeling like poop. I guess it was just a weird Monday. But ooh, Super New Year game. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We're acoustic detectives. Yay! That's good to hear. Alright, I followed Elvira and Tony. George is in here. Spoon with the person's in here. Murphy's in here. Whoever suspicious doctor is. So I guess we'll follow Tony now. Talks to them about something. Hoop is in. Hoop is in?
Hello, welcome in, officers. How can I help you? We owe this visit.
Check out other places. I've already heard that. Have.
Considerably, if I say good things about it.
Of course, of course. Please sit.
Why is it you wanted me to meet you here, George?
Actually, I wanted to ask you a favor, Maestro. You're an expert when it comes to art, yes? I was hoping you could evaluate a painting for me.
You've come to the right person. Not to boast, but a piece's price can increase considerably if I say good things about it.
Of course, of course. Please, sit. The picture's right here. If you could just take a look.
What is this? This isn't artwork. This is a map?
Indulge me if you would. And listen to the music.
Oh, you can't find it on Phobo, or is it a command? No, it's an extension, so in the about section. But let me just
try it on. Do I sound like a weird, creepy baby? I go back to normal.
normal. Back to normal. Glad to know it somewhat worked. Yeah, just jump. No! Enjoy, champ. Enjoy. I made it free, but don't worry. I made it free and only for subscribers. So only subscribers can torment you. Munchkin Nina. And then I saw that there was Radio Demon, and I made that one free too, just so people can test it out. Just to see if it works and everything. And everything else, we put a limit, because I don't want you guys just to have constant squeaky voices. Lol, if my torture brings joy, then I'm down. I mean, there what might.
Anything?
Is this Maestro from the first case? Wait. Oh no, that's in the game. I was like, I heard music. I was like, is that a voice?
There is something. Wait. I need to
Watch them.
get my thoughts straight.
Take your time.
Doing the hypnotizing thing with Maestro? Yeah, I do worry that I might be a little bit too loud because tweaking that with the voice mod. I figured out on mobile, champ. I'll send you a how-to. Lol. Oh, wish you the best of luck. But I know it's 45 seconds for the voice, which for some reason that's the most you can do. I was like, well, people are spending 100 bits. I was like, I'm gonna put the most down. Cass is too cute. I have to show you guys real quick. Too cute. Also time for a battle, so it's perfectly timed. Passed out. You can't. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's actually snoring. Okay. Time for battle. I know. We're going. Floppy ear. Ooh, Cass kiss from Larrington. Do it after the battle, good sir. And Hecky and Larrington. Oh, and a treat. Oh, as soon as I said treat, her eyeballs opened up. She was like, hmm? She knows. She knows. How cute he is. Got this in the bag. Oh, hello, Planet Earth narrator Larrington. Oh. Yes, fancy running into you here, Mr. Larrington. And Hubby Fire. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you guys were there for Final Fantasy IX. It was just perfect. Just absolutely perfect. They're walking so slow. Please walk faster. We made up. I'm glad to hear you guys made up. Good. For today. Oh. Oh, we killed enough enemies? Wait, I didn't wanted to do random. Random. Fire. You grab these. Quest. Place a bomber down. Oh, and we made it to our next boss fight. Thought about it. Let's have a kid today. Bomber? You're artillery. You're a bomber, right? Bomber. Perfect. Alright. Counts can. Give her smoot. My phone. Maybe I need to update Twitch or something.
Be the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago and it's gone right to my head.
You Krishamp cheered. X671. But have a day.
Yes. What are you doing, champ? Oh, did I not put the digits on here? No, it's an alert box. It should be on here. Did I miss my own half-a-day Guam thing? I cover smooth. I'm so sorry, chat. Oh, no. Poor chat. That's okay. It's perfectly beautiful. I feel deep shame. Just you can just refund the smooch, I guess. Refund them points. But thank you for the biddies, chat. It's, you told people some wonderful facts about Guam. Right.
This is where the patient escaped.
Their conversation here. Jesus! Oh my god. Happy Toots Day. Hi, Crawdaddy. Your toot startled me. I think it's funny the bot lady pronounces it Ukra champ. Ukra! Come into the room. Into the room.
This is our day room. As you can see.
I remember.
Oh.
I see it.
But yes, Happy Toots Day, everybody.
I see it now.
Bravo, baby.
What do you see?
Ukra.
I see an interrogation. Yes, inside a police station.
Who are the police interrogating?
I don't. Oh, wait. Yes. I know this voice. Silver Spoon?
What are they questioning Silver Spoon about?
Something about drugs. Yes, I remember Silver Spoon mentioning this before.
Excellent. Let's move on to the next picture.
Another one? What about the painting you said I was here to evaluate? What's going on? What are you doing to me?
Don't worry, Maestro. It's just a small test. One more picture, and we're done.
Another map?
Do you recognize this place?
It looks familiar. Yes.
Can the first kid be Ukra, and can the second be Champ Daddy? Because that kid will be a champion, no matter where he goes, what they do in life. They're like, you know, Dr. Champ Daddy, and it's like, yes, how can I help you? Actually, wait.
Must be like, Dr. Champ Daddy, we need a Dr. Champ Daddy!
Sorry. Given too much power with the voice. It's bad. I was messing around with it for like the last 2 hours, being like, what do I like? Let me tweak this. Let me make this pitch higher, this reverb deeper. Dr. Champ Daddy, how long do I have left in life? Oh no. Let me consult Dr. Ukra. Oh my god, they're twins. They're twins! It has been established. Your mythos has been established. This is your backstory now. You need babies.
I know. An art gallery.
Describe the art gallery for me.
It's crowded. An exhibition will start soon. Wait. There's an empty frame? But why?
This is the maestro from the first one.
Exactly. Why is that?
Give me just a moment.
Better take care of Ikra.
No.
Oh.
It can't be that either. But
well, what about your babies with fire? Would there be a fire champ? Would there be a Ukritok? Take the best care of you from a distance. Which one is the evil twin? There's always an evil twin. Now we need, like, possibly triplets or quadruplets. Three-way baby! Three-way baby! It is possible. No. They're with males, but this is magic, so probably.
then who took it? The
Champ don't talk. Sounds like a threat. What's your name? Champ don't talk. Huh?
the real painting.
Where they split up. I guess I should just stick with George and Maestro.
It's fine. Take your time.
So. Coming. They're expecting me to sit 2 minutes there? Come on, Maestro. Yell it.
Oh, it's Sean. Yes. Nice to see you again. Oh, and Ms. Reeves is here too.
Fire. Yeah.
The painting
Gotta worry.
was stolen. Someone stole my painting. No, that's not it. I had my own painting stolen. It was part of my exhibition. I spent so much time and effort on my painting. I would never let someone steal it. It was all part of my plan. Yes, the painting was retrieved in the end too. The lost art returned.
That's probably the.
I'm afraid your symptoms haven't improved.
What are you talking about? Didn't you ask me to evaluate paintings for you?
This was an evaluation, except it was a psychiatric one. We call it the thematic apperception test.
What? A psychiatric evaluation?
Yes, tailor-made for your symptoms.
Less drama, more restaurant career for me. Hooray! Wait, are we forming a throuple? Are fire and ice sister wives or brother husbands? Well, I don't know. You guys you be whatever you want. You could just be a power couple throuple.
I also use role-play therapy to supplement the effects. Unfortunately, the results are far from promising.
Just be calling each other hubby.
Wrong with me, exactly.
We used images to hypnotize you, allowing you to see and hear things from your past. When you saw an interrogation, you could remember the stories Silver Spoon told you. The problem is, when you saw the image reflecting yourself, you weren't able to differentiate between delusion and reality. You sank further and further into your own fantasy story, allowing you to escape from the bleakness of your own reality. You staged the whole theft. Quite the coincidence, and a little too convenient, don't you think?
George, doctor, what you said, I don't quite understand.
Don't worry about it. You know everything you need to know. Now, answer me one question. Who are you?
I'm the man.
Is it just brute force? Is that all it is?
Ukrashamp 50. I haven't seen this one yet. Just want to.
Coconut. For those who don't know how to open a coconut, it is very simple. You just need a big stick. Coconut. It's such a great video. Because, yeah, no, the guy who just does that thud, like later on in the video, he's like, I normally just use a rock, but it's like, I think it's called 50 People Try to Open a Coconut. And watching it, I was just like, the islander in me was just like, what are you doing? Just use a stick! Use a stick! Okay. I like how the juice just goes everywhere. Water, milk, depending on what you call it. But yeah, it's just really, you just hold it and you just tap, rotate, tap, rotate, tap, crack it open. As a kid, we used to throw them onto a sidewalk until they broke. See, that works too. Like, that makes sense. Like, you chuck it. The people in that video were trying to hammer screwdrivers into it. And they're like, there's these little eye things. Maybe I put it in there. And it's like, no. Oh.
No, I'm...
I thought that was just great to use as a 50 mark.
29. Yes.
Wait.
There you go.
Maestro. Hold on. Maestro is patient. We save 29? 59? Don't restart. Don't you dare restart. Patient. No.
Now, just make sure you keep
29.
29. Alright. spell. Maestro is patient 29. Just use clamps and a saw to get into a coconut. God, please don't. No. 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 The only time you use a saw, or at least the serrated edge of a saw-like tool, is when you're husking the coconut for the meat, which, freshly husked coconut is so good. Cat, do not encourage this destruction of tools. This is why Islanders have less anger problems. They get to beat their food. Maybe? I mean... You know? Or just shoot it. Don't shoot the coconut either. Please don't shoot a coconut. Adiatia! Adidia! Sorry, I totally butchered your name, but heck in! How are you, friend? We're talking apparently about coconuts while I'm trying to be an acoustic detective.
There you go. Perfect. Now, just make sure you
Hit it with a golf club. That could work. As long as you use it like the stick method. Like, I don't know if you just go like 4 and then it's not really gonna work. You're gonna have to do that a couple times, but if you like hold it and use the golf club, it might, but it also might bend your golf club. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Why not I shoot everything? Diggins, let's just not shoot anything. Except bad guys. We can shoot that, but let's just not shoot anything in general. Paint a face on it first, Kron. Give it a name. You don't shoot it. So you don't shoot it. I'm typing too fast. I just prefer the redneck methods. A hammer. A rock. You can use a rock, Crawdaddy. Just don't shoot a coconut. Because if you miss, then there's a bullet flying. I shoot targets. There you go, Diggin. There you go.
keep taking your medication on time. And trust me, you will get better.
All right.
You try the hammer and screwdriver method. Oh, Crawdaddy.
Patient 29 shows little improvement.
Just pass
If
out?
anything, his symptoms may be worsening.
Shoot movies, or I wish
For
I shot movies.
situations with which he has an anecdotal connection, he is able to discern the projected narrative from reality. But
Did Maestro just pass the F out? Okay. It worked, though. Bet it.
But in cases where he has direct experience, his ability to distinguish between the two is severely blurred. Prognosis remains guarded. I strongly recommend continued treatment with antipsychotic medications, as well as TAT and role-playing therapy to see if conditions improve. And we should schedule him for a full reassessment in 6 weeks' time.
I don't trust Dr. George. Alright, let me listen to Maestro. No, he's just passed out. We had donuts and I got to pet a puppy. Donuts! Had a crash. See y'all. Have a lovely day. Bye, Fire! Thanks for stopping in. Wait. Fire, out of all the voices you see, do you want to hear one before you go? I have the power to just throw it on for free. I didn't realize the snoring was the game. I thought it was Cass. You know what, though? That in-game snoring does sound like her, so it's actually pretty on point. Going to throw a voice at your Fire. Betty, they're all spoopy. I think the doctor one is my favorite. Or the clown, honestly. Just like, happy hunky-dory. Hope you have a good one, Fire. Figure you guys are here, give you a sneak previews, and that way I can make sure that it's working on my end, too. You said you had a demon one, yes? I had a radio demon, and I had a couple that could sound demon-like. Nice, or just asleep the whole time? Oh. So, these rooms. Did Maestro, you just passed out the whole time? I forgot about the Bob. Alright, let's follow George.
Potential him for a full reassessment.
I choose baby one. Baby.
Chose the baby. He chose the baby. No, oh God. Hey, don't get mad at fire. They're your husband. Hey, yo, baby daddy. Twitches on floor. Oh, don't. It's okay. It's okay. I can, like, kind of hear myself, so it's freaking me out a little bit. There you go. A preview of the baby voice. Have a good sleep, Fire. We appreciate you.
And now I'm normal. Okay, relax. Calm down. Right, back to George. Upper to help.
Why isn't the gate locked?
Excuse me, Doc. I need you to turn over the key to room 4.
Even fire the party. You're back at me.
Who are you? How did you get in? Police?
Yeah, and then she knocks him out. Okay. That's George. I'm losing my control. It's okay. Happens to the best of us, champ. Good dreams, Faye. Guess we'll just vibe with Caretaker, and I believe this is Emily. Vibing.
Facility.
And then they have conversation. Wait, that's the detective lady, isn't it? Okay, so she leaves. Spoon is just in there, chilling, vibing. Maestro's patient 29. Dr. George.
You stay away from the gate. Get your ass back.
James?
You stay away from the gate. Get your ass back to the day room.
For crying out loud.
Who's that?
Hey, I just...
Oh, okay. Sticking with Emily then. James's convo. 2 people in here with Spoon.
Turn over the
Maybe Emily's ghost. Chatting. Jeez, there goes the alarm. Got like 15 seconds. What happens?
Hey, Emily, you gotta turn that thing on before you can watch it. There's this thing called a remote.
Holding Emily.
Don't do this to me.
So there's a bomb in the TV. Emily turns it on, and that's what causes the boom. But I think I hear him say Emily and the other guy's name.
Hey, Emily, you gotta turn that thing on before you can watch it. There's this thing called a remote.
Holding Emily.
Don't do this to me.
Okay. They're just like, what are you holding, Emily? It's the remote, and it goes boom. Okay. Emily says absolutely nothing. We followed Elvira. We haven't fully followed Tony, because he's in here with McMurphy talking about some stuff. Follow George and Maestro. Still have to chill with Spoon and follow the director in there and then in there. So let's get ourselves Oh, there's somebody in the bathroom here. Oh, there's somebody out here. Well, there's a bunch of people in the bathroom. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Oh, it's been a minute since we've heard a Wiggle song. Right. He was in the bathroom. Until these guys come to here. Try to multitask. I had to hear it after thinking about it the other day. They're in there. Are they just vibing? In silence? Oh.
Who's that knocking? Ray? What are you doing here? Who did this to you?
I'll explain everything later. Quick, untie me.
I can do that, but only on one condition.
Just say it. Whatever you want.
Lol, they pooping. I guess they pooping. I was like, they honestly just vibing in silence, but it's like, oh, they're tied up.
Me to do, I'll do it. Within my power, of course.
You need to prove to everyone else that I'm not crazy so I can get discharged.
Consider it done. I knew you weren't crazy a long time ago.
Perfect. Then you can get me out of here.
Well, I'll do my best, but remember, I'm just a caregiver. The doctors are the ones who have the final say. Oh, speaking of doctors, Jennifer's in the room next door.
Jennifer?
Gotta save her too.
Dr. Jennifer? Doctor? Doctor, wake up!
Okay. I need to write down, because James, who's like the caregiver, obviously is not the caregiver. So, Ray, Jennifer, George are the doctors so far that we know. Real mental patients. I don't want to say Maestro, because he's clearly in— oh, Jesus! Ah! Happy Toots Day, Astro! How are you doing, my love? Your toot startled me. I gotta work, everyone. Have a great day. Remember, don't like the mama bear. Don't like the mama bear? What? What does that mean, champ? And have a good day at work. Ray, Jennifer, and George are doctors. I'm going to say not real patients. I'm going to say whoever is saving them currently. Maestro. I don't think he's a real patient because... Pokey, dang it. Poke, dang it. Go to work, champ! So startled. Okay, so not P. And then people that are P's. Oh, and McMurphy. He's pretending. Whoever the reporter is, they're pretending. I think Emily and James. Don't poke the mama bear. I have to get it right. And bye, Esther. Don't, I mean, I guess we don't like or poke. 6, 7, 8. Okay, I got 8 because I don't know who's director. Oh, Spoon. Spoon's a unless he's faking.
Where am I? What happened? Someone apparently knocked you out. Got some blood on you there.
I remember that much. But why am I in the bathroom?
Can't help you there. Wait, you went out cold, Ray. What happened? Huh? Hey, what are you—
Ray! What the fuck? You killed her!
She'll be fine. Anyway, better her than us, right?
What are you even talking about? What's going on?
Okay, so here's what happened. While you were treating patient number 68 earlier, you remember that, right? I was talking with James. The two of us heard this loud noise all of a sudden.
My day is pretty good. I slept in because I used my weighted blanket my mom got me. Nice. What the fudge is going on?
So I went to check. Turns out 68 broke the window and took off. By the time I came to check up on you, you were already out cold. Had this cracked ashtray next to you, too.
I have a feeling patient 68 is Ghost, which is Mr. Director. Because he was like, oh, I got cracked on the head with an ashtray. I think Mr. Director. Ghost. Gonna have to not use it when I work earlier. I'm scared I might not wake up. Ooh. Just be fully succumb to the sleeps.
This got me all in a panic. So I didn't notice that the gate to the inpatient sector wasn't locked. Next thing I knew, a bunch of patients had all gotten out. They charged me, tied me up, and threw me in the bathroom. Then they dragged you in after I was tied up.
Jesus Christ. Then Nellie was in on this too? She doesn't really strike me as the violent type.
I don't know about that, but I'm not taking any risks.
Ellie.
They're all crazy. Who knows what they're capable of?
But what is it they're trying to do? And why didn't you call the police when you had the chance?
Everything happened so fast. 1 second, I was trying to figure out what happened to you. The next, those psychos jumped me.
Huh? Where's my phone? Don't tell me they took it.
Oh, wait. Oh. God damn it, it's gone! Not my phone, something else. You know, caregivers aren't allowed to bring phones inside the hospital. You know, that's the rule here.
Well, that's stupid. What do we do now, then? We can't even call the police. How many people did you see in here earlier? Don't tell me everyone is in on this.
I saw Clep, Silver Spoon, Oscar, oh, right, and Mr. Director. I'm telling you, it was chaos. There might have been more of them. I don't know.
And all of them working together? They're not even suffering from the same illness. This is certainly a first. What do you think they're trying to do? Escape?
They took the keys, but as far as I know, they haven't left. All I could tell was that Mr. Director seemed to be the ringleader. Something about manipulation and brainwash.
Then it's a coup?
A coup?
Yeah, they want to take over the hospital. That's why they didn't escape. You haven't seen George, have you?
Nope. Maybe he's still in the treatment room?
Is that an alarm?
Probably somebody's alarm clock. I wouldn't worry about it.
Then what do we do? It's only a matter of time before they find us here.
Honestly, I think the two of us can hold them off. Clep, he's basically a stick. Oscar's a wuss. Silver Spoon's lucky if he isn't fighting himself. And Mr. Director, he's an old man. The only reason they got the jump on me last time was because they caught me off guard. But you and we'll have the element of surprise next time.
Why don't we just sneak into the director's office and use the landline to call the police?
Hey, good idea.
Come on, let's go. Stay calm. We've got this. No looking around, just stay quiet and follow me.
Huh. I'm learning a lot about people now. What is it? And for a battle. I have an idea. If Mr. Director, Clep, Oscar, and Spoon work together, it means they're patient. Emily and James are patient. Maestro, McMurphy, and Nellie are not patients. Docs, Ray, Jennifer, and George are not. And of course, our two detectives. So let me just. Sorry. Say. Oscar, Mr. Director. Look at that! We won first try! Ooh, congrats, Cat. Oh, no, not Ren. And Socrates! Look at them. I love it when they call them. I just love saying their name. Socrates. We have for chests, we have Loyalty Skin and Unknown. Unknown, it's gold. We'll go for the Loyalty Skin. I want you guys to get some have enough for a bomber, so this to get you to level 20. Little peek at Cat. Still passed out like nobody's business. And back to the game. Jesus! Diggins, what are you doing? What are you doing? I got so scared. I was like, Bad Princess! Diggins, they don't need to know of my existence. I am not worthy of their acknowledgement. I mean, I appreciate it, but I am not worthy. Emily, James, help, Oscar, Mr. Director, and Spoon, and I think Ghost Director. I think. I'm gonna just do that for now. You did nothing. You did everything, Diggins. You know what you did. You know what you did. Okay. We think you're the director. Y'all are in here. I know someone comes in here at some point, and then they have there's somebody in here. So let's just get on over. It said Mr. Director is an old man. Him? Good work. Scrub through. Wait, who came in? Where did he come from?
What took you so long?
No. Where did you come from, sir?
Hey, McMurphy, $300, pay up.
Oh, I know. You gotta wait till after I get out. Got no money in this shithole.
Hey, you want to do business with me? You do it my way. That means no credit. I already made an exception, letting you try out the phone. And now that you know it works, you gotta pay up. Unless you want me to tell Jennifer you stole her phone.
Don't be a rat. All right, fine. How about I just give it back, huh?
Then you can sell it to someone else.
I can live with that. Hand it over.
Wait.
Before you leave, do you know if they caught patient number 68 yet?
The one who escaped.
Nope. Not as far as I know.
What about the police? They here yet?
Now that you mention it, Mr. Director did say he heard a siren earlier.
Perfect. Anyway, here's your phone.
No hard feelings, huh? Next time, if you got money, we can do business.
What took you so long?
I got a business deal. All taken care of now, though.
Business deal? I told you to lock those two in the bathroom.
That's I did. Don't worry. But what about George, huh? We take care of Jennifer and Ray, but leave George? Shouldn't we lock him up too?
George is conducting one of those brain goggle sound experiments on the Maestro. If we interrupt them, there's a chance we'll fry our friend's mind.
Fine, well let him be for now. But what if the police decide to barge in there later?
I've made arrangements. Oscar will try to send them away. Should he fail, he'll lead the police to us.
You're Oscar. One of you. So you're the director, most likely, which means you're Kelp. You amazing person. Flores, stop it. Half a day and heck yeah. I'm not amazing. You're amazing. Stop it. Stop it.
When that happens, I need you to give a winning performance.
Don't you worry about that. I may not be an actor or anything, but I'm an ace at improv. Hey, well, now what? Hit him.
Perfect. First, we'll take control of the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Then, we'll rescue Maestro.
Seriously, though, that test Maestro went to. What's it all about, huh? You guys keep saying he's fucked. What the hell did they do to him in there?
I didn't know much about it myself until I spoke to Nellie. She calls it a thematic apperception test, or TAT.
TAT? What's with all the acronyms nowadays? Can't hardly tell what the hell something is. Do we even know it's legit? You know Nellie. She throws Dr. Mumbo Jumbo like this around all the time. Full of shit, if you ask me. Who's to say she's not just making shit up on the fly? You really gonna believe a windbag like her?
On this matter? Yes. It's like I told you already. This isn't a real hospital. No, this is nothing more than a reality show. And the reason you don't remember is for exactly this reason. The test. That TAT has brainwashed all of you. You don't even remember who you really are.
Brainwashed? The hell?
Yes, all of us. We were participants in this theater verite. Over time, the rest of the crew, the true evil behind this, manipulated our gray matter using these so-called tests. They made us believe we were mental patients. Mental patients! Fortunately, my experience as a director allowed me to see through their wiles and maintain my true sense of reality. A professional like me can spot an amateur from a mile away.
No wonder those doctors keep telling me I'm sick.
These doctors, they used these tests to toy with our brains, giving us all sorts of wild hallucinations. Once our heads are adequately scrambled, they give us a new identity. By doing so, they keep us trapped in this never-ending reality show, day by day losing more of our hold on reality. In short, the doctors aren't real doctors, and we aren't real patients. We're nothing but actors in this twisted, cruel production.
We're the actors? I thought Oscar was the only actor in this place.
Are you both patients here?
Oh God! Oh God! My stomach! Sorry. I
Hey,
gotta go.
And just where do you think you're going, pal? Sit back down. You can leave when I say you can leave, which is after you've answered my questions.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Both of you sit down and behave yourselves. I want you to answer the officer's questions. Also, officer, I don't understand what you hope to gain by interrogating these patients.
That's a nice costume you got there, officer. Pretty convincing, even. Your lines, on the other hand, have room for improvement. You can't start off that strong. You lose any sense of foreshadowing. Just makes the audience feel off.
We've nicknamed patient 49 Mr. Director. Believe it.
Jesus! Ah! Beard Princess Beeps, what are you doing in here? Hi, thank you for the follow. You don't gotta follow. Oh my God, scared the Jesus out of me. Sorry. Hope you're having a wonderful day.
In his mind, he's making a masterpiece, and we're all just actors.
Dickens, what have you
We
done?
rely on role-playing therapy to treat patients like these.
Everyone be cool.
Interrupt,
Be cool.
correct him will just get us nowhere. But if we play along, he'll calm down.
I might
soon
need
enough.
it. Absolutely, I hope you are too. I've been acknowledged by Beeps. I can die.
Who are you, really?
I love you, Nina. Higgins, you shush your beautiful mouth, okay? What have you done? What have you done? Yes, thank you, Crawdaddy. Obviously, shut out the beautiful beard princess. Stop it. Stop it. I know that one time I rated you, there was a lot of people, and like you said something about like stepping. And I was like, wholesome stepping. Whatever. I'm just being weird. I'm being weird now. But hi. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day and you have a great time. Here at this silly little corner. We're playing Unheard. It's you get to be an acoustic detective. Wholesome steppies? I don't know. That's what I had said because you mentioned something about stepping on, but like my comment got lost in the flood of chat, and I was like, now's the time to just slink away. You know, wholesome step. I'm gonna just welcome in. I'm gonna go play.
That's how you do it. Much better, much
I
better.
don't know.
You gotta have a quiet sense of.
I don't remember what I say literally the moment it leaves my mouth. Don't worry, princess. Beeps, sorry, don't worry. All good.
What the hell?
Glad to meet you. Shush. Shush. I'm gonna go like freak out in my Discord and to all the other people because I'm pretty sure you know Vince. Vince is kind of how I saw you, and then Diggins introduced me more to you. So good to meet you too, Beeps.
He meant no harm.
Yes, Vince Lycus.
Mentioned some of our patients are likely to initiate contact.
Well, what about that one, huh? Mr. Bathroom Emergency. Was that real? Or just some excuse so he could leave?
Him? He's a thief.
Hey!
Dickens is a super sweetie. What you up to, Beeps? Honestly, I love your raid video, and I hope to have a cool one as yours someday.
That's defamation, you hear me? I'm a law-abiding citizen. Behave!
Patient number 36 suffers from an impulse control disorder commonly known as kleptomania. He simply cannot stop himself from stealing. Doesn't matter the person or place.
Ha! I didn't realize sticky fingers were a disease. But he's already in here, so why'd he try to run?
Old habits die hard, I suppose. This one was constantly being hounded by the police, arrested multiple times. The sight of you probably triggered a conditioned response from him.
Bullshit! Just ask around. When did I ever get caught? Huh?
Ha! You're saying you never got caught? Then why did you end up here? He was a repeat offender, you see, always stealing old phones. The police found it so odd that they gave him a psychiatric evaluation. And wouldn't you know it? He was certifiable. So, instead of sending him to prison, they sent him here.
Quite the nutcase, I see.
Yeah, well, we are doing our best to treat them.
Let's check the next room.
Keep staying with Mr. Director and Klep.
Cop should have moved on by now. You want me to take a look, Mr. Director?
No, you should stay here. Oscar will handle everything.
Yeah, but something don't feel right. That cop from earlier felt like he was checking if we were crazy or not. I mean, for real crazy. You think the hospital sent them?
You may be onto something. After all, everyone in this hospital, barring us, of course, was sent by the hospital. They're all part of the masquerade.
No wonder he acted so weird. The only thing a cop ever gave me before were a pat down and a pair of cuffs. None of those weird questions. Good that we got you on our side to see through his disguise. I was about ready to piss my pants. Honest to God, you know how I feel about 5-0s.
Real cops, fake cops, none of it matters. This hospital wants to drive us crazy. Literally. Maybe we should simply play along? Once today's over and we've taken control of this place, the truth will finally be revealed.
Then let me go check it out! If they're gone, we can get started with the plan.
Hush! What did I just tell you? For now, we lay low.
Boring!
So who's Ghost then? So I thought it was going to be whoever Mr. Director was, but then it wasn't him. It was Oscar. But Oscar's not part of it. He's part of the, 4-person crew. Get more stories to listen to.
How was I doing, Mr. Director? Like a real professional, yeah?
It was an exceptional performance. Not only did you deliver your lines with passionate bravado, your improvisation was on point. Always adjusting your lines and tones to correspond with the other actor's delivery. You truly are a master thespian.
Yeah, well, you didn't have to give me such a hard time.
Sorry. Occupational hazard. Once I get in character, I'm no longer reciting lines. I am the character. Now, I don't like to brag, but that wasn't even the best performance I ever given. For most of my roles, I've done months of research. If I had more time, I'd have checked myself into a real mental hospital for at least 6 months. Stanislavski's system pushed...
Oh, Diggins? Only on Twitch because of Beard. Follow them on Facebook Gaming and hate Twitch to keep watching. Oh, that's so nice. Look at show now.
...just me to fully embody my characters by learning how they really live.
Yes, of course. What about the cops? Have they left?
Good thing you heard the siren and figured out a plan quick. If you hadn't sent me out there to stall them, God knows what they would have found by now.
What are they even investigating? The runaway patient?
Yeah, that's what they said. But, at least to me it seemed like that was just a cover-up. They didn't even check out the room where number 68 escaped. They barely even looked out the window, too. Nope. Both of them went straight to the patient rooms.
You don't think they're looking for Jennifer? Could they be on to our plan?
At first, that's what I thought too. But now, not so sure. Seemed more like they were going around looking for someone sane.
Then they've lost their minds as well. Looking for sane people inside a mental hospital?
Cops are a bunch of idiots anyway. I'm gonna go out and check again. I'll let you know.
I'll go check room 1 as well.
Let's go.
Wait for me!
James?
And me.
Did you talk to the police, Silver Spoon?
I did! I did too.
Did you notice anything strange?
That lady cop had a real attitude. Kept saying I had schizophrenia. Well, you've got it! You're a complete schizo! Don't interrupt me.
Just stop talking already. Both of you are giving me a headache.
The cop that questioned Silver Spoon was a chick, Mr. Director. That means there's more than one of them. You think they're on to us? Maybe we change the plan? Make a run for it while we still can? I mean, the gate is wide open.
No, the show can't end like this. Don't you want to know the truth? After all this time, the lies, the manipulation, don't you crave retribution?
Lies ain't the half of it. They probably want to steal my company while I'm not there, too. Your company? When did it become your company, huh? Oh, shut up about your stupid company. No one cares. Yeah, well, either way, it's time for the doctors here to pay up.
Right you are about that. Our plan is already in motion. With the doctors under our control, all we need to do is wait for the police to leave. Then this hospital will be ours.
Yeah, well, I still don't get how the police knew to show up at just the right moment, you know? Someone must have ratted on us.
You make a good point. Who could have called the police then? George?
Nah, he was already in with the maestro before any of us even did anything. Probably doesn't even know what's going on.
Jennifer then? Well, this could turn out bad for us. If the cops were to search the bathroom.
Jennifer? No, I can't be her. I stole a phone.
What? I thought I told you to lock her up, not steal her phone. Give it here. Recent calls. Well, the last call she made wasn't to 911.
Why don't we try calling it? You can't just do that. We don't know who it'll call. Then what are you looking at me for?
Hand it over. And whose phone is this?
From that stupid cop earlier. But you know what? Here's what's really weird. Who calls a cop directly rather than 911?
You stole this from the police? How many other phones have you stolen?
I don't got any more phones, but I do have this. You are a real piece of work. Why would you steal a TV remote? Got it from Ray earlier. It looks like a phone, you know? Even fits in your hand like one. I couldn't resist. That a police siren?
Which part of stick to the script don't you understand? If you would have just followed your lines, you wouldn't have run the risk of getting us all into trouble. Now, if the police come back here, our plan is ruined. All our efforts down the drain. I'll keep the doctor's phone for now. You return both of those, but don't get caught.
But I never learned to return stuff.
Make it happen.
All right.
For a while now, but there's been no sign of Nellie.
There was some kind of weird sound earlier, so she went to check. Probably went to the bathroom.
It was indeed. Wait, to the bathroom, you said?
Okay. That was a whole bunch of new information thrown at us. Why does Ray have a TV remote which turns on a bomb? Is Ray Ghost? It seems like Ghost is a patient. I don't know, Ray did knock out Nellie, he was like, "Hoo-yah!" But they recognized him as a doctor. So many holes. Okay. Here's
Nellie.
Spoon and Nellie.
Nellie. What you writing, huh?
What's going on outside? I heard a bunch of people talking, but then it went quiet.
Ah, that was Mr. Director telling us about the test. He said we gotta take over the hospital so we can put a stop to it. Also, something about, you know, how the doctors are all actors, and we're really...
Shut up! He told us not to tell anyone, didn't he?
Whatever. I don't even want to know.
Look, you upset her.
It's all your fault. I told you to shut up!
Hey, Nellie, don't be mad. What you writing? Seriously.
You wouldn't understand even if I told you.
I know what she's writing.
Oh, yeah? And how the hell will you know, huh?
You ain't her. Well, you ain't me either. How do you know I don't know?
Exactly. I ain't you, so I don't know if you know or not. But you certainly ain't her, so you don't know squat, you big ignoramus.
Silver spoon.
Oh, so you finally decided to talk to me, huh?
Do you know who you are?
I'm, me, I guess.
No, you aren't. I'm me.
For once, think before you answer. It's not easy. That's why Mr. Director's so terrified about the test.
Wait, you know about the test too?
Why wouldn't I?
Is he okay? Astro, he supposedly has DID, dissociative identity disorder. So it's him and his brother. Which makes me think maybe Spoon is Ghost.
It's called TAT, and it involves a series of repeated questions that try to get the test subject to make up a logical story based on their own desires, emotions, motives, and personal experiences.
But he's fine.
Most participants end up projecting their own subconscious onto a character in the made-up story without even realizing it.
So, that's what it is.
Doesn't sound like such a big deal to me.
Yes, and it wouldn't be if
Sorry, didn't mean to click out.
it were just that. The problem is, this hospital is doing more than just a simple test. Something much more intense.
Huh? Like what?
They put extreme pressure on the test subjects, causing them to lose themselves in the stories they make up. Even once the test is over, they lose track of reality, which can lead to the development of multiple personalities. And those whose minds are already weak, they lose track of who they are altogether. Textbook delusional right there.
Well, I'll be. No wonder Mr. Director's about to shit his shorts. Don't concern me, though.
Oh yeah? Then how about this scenario? Deep down, you, me, all of us constantly struggle with our own issues. Pretty normal, right? Well, during the test, people tend to project those conflicting thoughts onto different characters in the stories they make up. Each thought becomes its own character, constantly engaged in a bitter, back-and-forth argument with its other half. Until, finally, they lose the ability to become one again.
That's impossible. Wait, is she talking about us?
I'm calling BS!
Hey, don't look at me. I'm not the one running the tests. I just wanted to let you know to be prepared. And more importantly, don't forget who you are.
Now I'm actually kind of intrigued. Sounds a little, I don't know, fun. No one's ever been able to give me a run for my money before.
Oh, what do you know? Sounds like some kind of, I don't know, metaphysical test.
Metaphysical my ass! It's a scam, pure and simple. And you can't bullshit a bullshitter. I am unscammable.
Oh, shut up. I need to think.
Thinking never did you any good. Metaphysical. Whatever. I'm gonna hit the hay.
They have their conversation. Heard this. Doubt McMurphy's saying anything?
I told you I ain't.
Yeah, then she comes in.
I'll come back once our investigation wraps up.
Why you even bother, Nellie?
Journalists are the watchdogs of society. Or haven't you heard?
Yeah, and what good did any of that do you, huh? The cops didn't even believe you.
You've heard about the Unabomber, correct?
Huh? Who do you think I am? Of course I heard of them.
Mm-hmm. Henry Murray, the inventor of TAT, used his test to evaluate soldiers during World War II. During the Cold War, he used it to interrogate spies. But did you know that he also gave it to innocent students back in 1959?
Oh yeah? What's all that got to do with the Unabomber? Are you kidding me?
Well, it just so happens that a certain 17-year-old boy, Ted Kaczynski, was one of his unwitting test subjects. And, well, you know the rest. Over a period of 18 years, he ended up making and sending at least 16 bombs. What I'm trying to say is, destroying someone mentally can have repercussions far beyond one person.
Well, I'll be damned. Then that Henry Murray fella's got blood on his hands, too.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Science and all the experiments that go along with it are, well, they're not wrong.
Half a day. Half a day. Total Mally, how are you? Half a day. Total Mally, thank you. Half a day. 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 Steven Steph! Hi, Kian, friend. How are you? Thank you for the raid. Ugh, I love it. Love hearing my songs. But yes, Astro, you would be correct. Ray and Jennifer are in the bathroom. They are currently tied up and unconscious. So, nothing to worry about for them. Oh, I forgot to do a shout out. No worries. Time to do a shout out for Steven Stuff. Good day. I trust all is well. All is well. I've been tweaking with the voice mod thingy. So if my audio is a little off of the microphone or too loud, I apologize. We are playing Unheard, which is where we get to be an acoustic detective. So, like, we listen to an entire crime scene, and we have to essentially solve the case. And right now, it's who are the real mental patients and who is Ghost. I think it's Spoon, because Spoon has DID, which is dissociative identity disorder. So I'm thinking, even though that technically patient 68 escaped, I'm thinking Spoon is Ghost. But I'm doing swell. I'm solving mysteries as per usual. No, Nina Lol, I forgot how to do it. Oh, you forgot how to do it. Shh. You just did it. Or no, Crawdaddy did it. Shh. It's okay. You're beautiful and majestic. I love you. I'm here and I have my Bluetooths on. Vince! Hello, friend. Welcome in. Beautiful, majestic creature, you. Oh. Wait. Pick a voice. Pick a voice, Steven Stuff. I have many voices for the voice mod. Pick one for free. I change for you because you came in and raid. I want to make sure it works. And also just to be like, surprise. So I've been messing around with it.
It's just that sometimes people can get in so deep that they lose track of the boundaries of morality.
Is there beeps in the chat? Shh. I'm trying to play cool. I'm trying to be, like, normal here. No, lol, I'm happy Crawdaddy did it. Maybe there was a beeps in the chat. What are the choices? If you look in the About section, there should be a little, whatchamacallit, extension for the voice mod, and you got, like, 12 different options. It refreshed my memory. Pretty much it's all, like, just hunky-dory stuff, so, like, for example.
Yeah. I could just be a baby. For whatever reason. You know, I could just
be a happy clown. Just be like, hi, children, come on in. No, Yoshi. I don't think I have Yoshi, but I just love it. Being a big clown and just being like, hi, how are you doing? Hope your day is going well. Underwater. Okay. I'm drowning. It sounds like a small creature. Please don't help me. Oh my goodness, that's terrifying. No. The first one was a little bit. I mean, there's different options. Like, let's see. If we did baby, then.
yeah, there's shit like, so, yes! Hi, kids. I'm sorry. And then, you know, there's hamsters. You know, if you want to put some food in here. Yay! I'm glad it works. It's so loud. I'm so sorry. I'm not wasting it.
Yeah, there's some different options. So I'm glad it works, and I'm glad you enjoyed the little preview of the underwater Cassidy. Yes, of course. Oh, she's a sweet baby. Hold on here before we go battle. Look at her. Look at her majesticness and all of her pillows. All right, off to battle. We go fight. I know, we're going, game. Calm down. Calm down, game. We're going. We're going. Calm down. Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A cast kiss. Oh, and a cast tree. All right, all right. You will give me the ring freely. In place of the Dark Lord, you will set up a Yas Queen? And I shall not be dark, but fabulous and wondrous as the stars in the night sky. What are you talking about, Larry? Oh my god. Oh. Is that a request for me to say something with one of the voices? But let me get the Stream Raiders battle ready before I give the treat and the smoochies to the cast. The bomber. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright. Boop. Here. Get my dog. Modding another stream at the moment, so not listening properly. But then I heard voice that sounded like your ring, and I just had to type fast. I'm glad. Yeah. Which one was that? There's a couple. I mean, a lot of them sound kind of spooky. I know that a couple of the people in chat heard me on my Discord testing them out. So got options. You got options. I remember, what was it that I did that sounded kind of like Lord of the Ringsy? I did baby. I did chipmunk. I did hamsters. I think that was it. I did underwater? Yes, could sound like it. But I also did the doctor. No, I didn't do the doctor, but I do like the doctor. And the clown. The clown one? Maybe.
The clown one's not scary. You know, it's just like, welcome in, kids. Ha 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 ha. We have cotton candy, we have balloons, we have, you know, plush animals. This is, no, it's not. Now it is. Just, come here. It's okay. I got you. See? Look, a carnival. Whee! Sorry, too much. Sorry. Scary club. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's totally the voice spot. I mean, it does sound like killer clowns, but they actually talk. I'm sorry. Oh, look, see? Perfect. Vince is playing some Huntress lullaby. Nothing to worry about. You know, we're just having a fun time at the carnival. Having a blast. Just don't worry about it. It's okay. Just come here. Let me hold your hand. We're just gonna interlock fingers.
sorry. I keep hearing the little character model voice. I'm just scaring everybody now. I apologize. But Tony, hi, Ian. Sorry, I was messing with my voice mod thing. There's a lot. Ooh, speaking of, who has seen Has Been Hotel? We all flew down here. I mean, Hiya, Georgie. We all flew down here forever and ever. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Nina, we need a DBD mod of doing this. Yes. Yes, I accept. I accept it. I'm putting it down. Hold on. Clown. DBD. I got you. I got you. Me. It's okay, Tony. I'm so sorry. But, Astro.
Hello there! This is better, Astro. Is this less terrifying? I don't know any good dad jokes to throw at you, but, never complete without a smile.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna play the game. Stop it! Now we have first class trouble! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There's so many. There's so many voices. There's actually more than the ones that I put on in the extension, because most of them are just like robots or like simple stuff. So I was like, let me actually like choose ones that I like. I think, how many did I like? I liked 24 out of the a lot that they have. But I'm so sorry. That is first class trouble game fix. He did? Ooh, when can we play? When can we play first class trouble? Please tell me. Please tell me. Please. Please.
When can we play? When? I wanna play. Okay.
Whatever you want. Okay. I cannot have a stream deck. I will be able to switch between the voices too quickly. That's too much power. I can't have this much power. It's too strong. I'm down to play anytime. How about today? Can we play today? I'd be right back.
I have nothing against the doctors here. Really. I simply want to get the truth out.
Shh, Tony. Shh. I'm normal. Yes, queen. Yes, queen. I mean, if you want, you can totally bust out your intro. I'm here for some yes, queen.
It's my hope that people can learn to respect humanity while still pursuing science.
You move.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
You know, with the director.
Yes, queen.
Shut up! He told you
I love
not
it.
to tell anyone! All right. My lips are sealed.
Angle my mic better, but I don't want to yell at you guys. I heard knocking. I'm guessing that's the bathroom.
Thought it was just in my head.
No, it's definitely real. Sounds like it's coming from next door.
All of you are hearing things.
Guess I should clean, huh? Yes, Astro.
I'll go check.
Let's see if Spoon talks to himself.
Nelly, she called you psychotic. She did not! Nellie said I have dissociative identity disorder. Yeah, but that's another crazy disease, too.
Look away, Astro. We love you.
Whatever, I never liked her anyway. Nothing but BS coming out of her mouth. Once I inherit our old man's business and money, I'm gonna hire someone to cap her ass. Don't say things like that. That's a one-way ticket to jail. Seriously, if you pin this all on me...
Do you want me to scream in a mod voice? Will that get your attention? I can scream as Radio David. Like, Astro!
Again. Oh, boo-hoo! As if you've never thrown me under the bus. You were a brat when we were little, and you're a brat now! Oh, what's a couple of misdemeanors? The old man will forgive me over time. Besides, once you're put away for life, I'll be the only heir. I'll have a proper business to run. Get out of here! What the hell do you know about running a business? All I'm saying is leave me out of this. You got it? Then get the fuck out! Stop following me!
Did you talk to the police, Silver Spoon?
I did.
I did too. Did you notice anything strange?
That lady cop had a real attitude. Kept saying I had schizophrenia. Well, you've got it. You're a complete schizo. Don't interrupt me.
Just
Yeah, and then he has the whole conversation about the phones. Oh, Oscar.
I'll let you know.
I'll go check room 1 as well.
Let's go.
So Oscar and James have a whole conversation that I do not get to hear.
You stay away from the gate. Get your ass back to the day room.
For crying out loud. You really think you're a caregiver, huh?
Where you're going? What the hell's going on? Why were the police here?
Things are getting out of control.
Back the
I was
ants.
just playing along with Mr. Director and the other crackpots, right? Figured if we really did take over the hospital, it'd be much easier to look for Ghost.
No way it's a coincidence. You notice anything off about those cops?
Well, they were definitely looking for someone. That much was obvious. But the way they were interrogating every single patient.
Game has louder? Yes, I got you. Telling me that. I was like, I'm not too sure if it's too loud. I always try to like a little bit quieter. Because I was like, I'd rather be just a smidge too quiet than just obnoxiously loud. Alright, let me know if this is good.
Makes me
Oh.
think they're after Ghost, too.
Why would the authorities suddenly be searching for him? Until we got that tip, everyone thought he was dead.
Maybe they got it, too. Anyway, what have you found so far?
Haven't locked down Ghost yet. But I did find his plan B.
Plan B?
Pure coincidence, actually. The TV remote went missing.
Okay, so Oscar and James are not mental patients. They're also just in cahoots. Right, Oscar and James.
You see, and the button on the TV doesn't work either. It got me curious, so one day I volunteered to cover Ray's night shift. After everyone left the room, I opened the TV set. Guess what I found?
A bomb.
Bingo! Anyone turns that thing on, it'll explode. I bet that's probably why he took the remote.
That's further proof it was Ghost who blew up the police station.
So Ray is Ghost. I mean, he knocked out Nellie. He was like, psh. Usually doctors don't knock out patients. Alright, let's see if we're right. One is correct. That either means this is right or Ghost is right. Well, Elvira and Tony are cops. McMurphy is pretending to be crazy. Oscar's pretending. Mr. Director thinks everyone is an actor, so he's Coco. Jennifer, the doctor. Ray's a doctor. George is a doctor. I don't think Maestro is a patient. But I'm gonna check. Maestro is a patient? I thought Dr. George was lying. Whatever, case solved. I'm smart.
Excellent work, Detective.
Thank you.
I have just one last question for you.
Yes. Whoa, where am I go?
I have just one last question for you. Who are you?
Oh! Oh! Oh shit, what a twist! I don't, Maestro was the beginning and at the end. Clep was at the end. Am I 68? Am I 68? Is that me?
Okay, number 68. Since you already know you're one of our patients, we'll move forward with your treatment. Here, this pill will help calm and center you.
I don't understand. I'm sorry. I see pills, and I see an ashtray.
God! Jennifer? What happened to you? Wake up!
Goodbye! Thank you for playing our game. Yay! Now it's GG official. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, cat. God, what a great game. Ugh, the concept behind it. Also, didn't realize the thing at the end. They're like, alright, detective, who are you? And it's like, what? Nice jam. I like it. Alright, who's who? Do I recognize any of the names? Yes, Finn. Yes. You missed the hook! I'm sorry. I solved too fast. Too good. You just erased all my notes now. It's okay. We appreciate you being here. DVD. Sorry. Well, I didn't think I'd finish the game that quickly. Wait, what happens if I choose the other option? Will it let me? Well, let me choose the other option. I want to see what happens if I choose the pills.
Work, detective.
Give me the pills.
I have just one last question for you.
Dickens. Always make two signs.
Just one last question for you.
So you have a one of a kind.
Who are you?
Is there no way to just make the second one so that way you keep your thing? I don't want to. Ooh. 68. But oh my god, I'm so excited, Dickens.
Number 68. Since you already know you're one of our patients, we'll move forward with your treatment. Here, this pill will help calm and center you.
How big is it? How is it like little bitty thing? Like my face? Or is it like my entire wall will be covered? I take the drugs.
The drugs ain't mine!
About that?
My painting has not been lost.
Not me. Don't believe them!
So, take the test.
Wake up.
Okay. Ah, 12 inches by 12 inches. About as big as my face. Very nice. gonna look spectacular. Okay. Well, now that we know that happens, we gotta find somebody to raid, guys. Here, I'll have you look at Cass. Have you look at Sleepy Baby while I find us somebody to raid. Wow, man, we freaking crushed it in that game. Who is currently on? I came in just as it ends. Tony! No! It's okay. Oh, a Cass treat. Don't worry. I got you. Up. It's okay. We still appreciate you coming in, Tony. Plus, there's always the stream raiders. Plenty of time to commit, tiny little warrior murder. Sleep. I'll hawk up Cass in that case. You'll hawk up? Hawk up? What do you mean, hawk up? Oh, hook up Cass in that case. Yeah, man. Hook up Cass. She deserves all the love. She's an old lady. Look at those great whiskers. She's an oldie. You think I bought all those pillows for me? A little bit, but mainly for Cass, so she snuggles them. We made a pillow fort yesterday and we just vibed. Alright, you heard that. Oh, Flynn is on. Oh, and he changed his logo, his little picture. Oh my god, it's so cute. There's only one person on, and it's Flynn, so I guess we'll go raid Flynn. Redeemed Cass hug. Wait, that's not a real thing, but I will hug my dog. You don't have to use fake meeps for that. So sweet. I love her. I would have done kiss, but it was cool down. Yeah, there's a kiss because she likes to take naps, and I don't want to just be like constantly waking her up with smoochies. Well, all right, so let me get this going for you guys. We're gonna go raid Flynn. He's always got good content, and he's so wholesome. Oh my god, I love him so much. What is another spooky voice that I have that I can just mess with before we go? Ooh.
There's this one. It's just, I love it so much. Because, it's just like, hey, how's everybody doing? Hope you're having a good time, relaxing, just chill. But also, it can just be like, hey, baby girl, how you doing? So cringe. I'm so sorry. Forgive me.
Alright. I'm gonna go have some lunch, and I'm gonna let y'all go see the wonderful Flynn. Thank you everyone for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. I should be on tomorrow, as far as I know. The film that we're shooting tomorrow doesn't happen until like 7 p.m., so I should be able to stream no problem. But thank you everyone for stopping by, and I hope you all have a great day. Zeus Masi. Bye-bye.